Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Pagey here, once again with another video. This is my Arrow Season 4, Episode 9 review, aka the mid-season finale, and the episode is entitled Dark Waters. So a lot of stuff happened in this episode, but we'll get straight into it. There will be spoilers in this review, but if you're going to enjoy it, leave a like, leave your comments what you thought in the episode, and subscribe if you're new. So the episode actually starts off with like this cleanup event which we'd seen in the trailer for this episode, and it's Oliver Queen is actually running it sort of for his campaign for mayor. But at the event, this helicopter drone essentially attacks and shoots up the Star City Bay. So Oliver is determined to find out why Damien Dark needs the bay to stay as it is, because he obviously figures out that Damien Dark was the one that shot up the bay. Now meanwhile, we hadn't heard of Andy for a while, but Diggle goes down to interrogate his brother Andy to try and get information on Damien Dark's plan. He doesn't really get anything, actually gets nothing at all, to be completely honest. Now Oliver at a press conference reveals Damien Dark to Star City, letting people know of his plan and how dangerous he is. So Damien Dark, as you would know, or as you would think, is extremely pissed off. Now Merlin actually comes to Thea to sort of give her a heads up and to watch out for Damien Dark, because even Merlin is scared of Damien Dark's potential as to what he could do. So throughout the episode, Felicia found little hints about how Oliver had actually planned to propose to her before they actually returned to Star City, so that is sort of a mini theme for this episode. But meanwhile, Damien Dark actually crashes Oliver's holiday party, and I love Neil McDonough, that's the guy that plays Damien Dark. I reckon he does it really well. He does a really good job at villains. But at this party, Damien actually ends up taking Thea, Felicity, and Diggle away. So Oliver essentially goes on a rampage as the Green Arrow, beating up ghosts left, right, and centre in an attempt to find out where Felicity, Thea, and Diggle are. So this is one thing I was wondering when it was finally going to come out and Laurel would find out, but Lance actually reveals to Laurel that he is working for Dark, but also tells her that Oliver knew as well. Now Malcolm pops out of the shadows once again, he loves doing that, doesn't he, and gives Oliver one of the phones that the ghosts use, as he is sort of desperate for Thea to live, obviously. So Oliver uses this phone to make a meeting with Damien Dark and attempts to make a swap, which means they take him and Felicity, Thea, and Diggle would let go. So Dark actually turns out to have a gas chamber in his facilities, sort of random, and demonstrates it on a former ghost, I'm going to assume it was. He was under Damien Dark's control, so I'm just going to assume he's a ghost. And later on at the gas chamber, Felicity, Thea, and Diggle are actually placed inside, and Oliver is made to watch them die, essentially, by Laurel and Merlin, who actually is dressed in the Green Arrow suit at this time, save the day and are able to break the glass and release Felicity, Thea, and Diggle as well. So throughout this massive fight that happens after it, Merlin is actually almost killed by Damien, but is saved by Oliver, but then Merlin returns the favour when Damien's wailing on Oliver's face, and he actually places a bomb to kill Damien, but just before it goes off, Damien mutters a spell, so I'm assuming that was either a regenerative spell or something that would keep him almost bulletproof, essentially, if you know what I mean, indestructible. So we see Damien has survived and is growing these crops underground. It was corn, but there might have been other crops as well. But I'm assuming this is preparing for an impending doom on the surface, like a gas attack or something. Essentially, it's like a gas chamber, but for the whole of Star City, if you know what I mean. So Oliver actually proposes to Felicity at this community get-together thing, and on the way home from there, their limo or car, whatever you want to call it, is actually shot up by ghosts. And Felicity is hit, and we are led to believe that she has died. Now, I'm not too sure about it. She would still be alive at that point when Oliver's holding her, in my opinion, but we'll have to find out when the show returns in a few weeks if she has died. The fact that it was left on a cliffhanger makes me think that she didn't die, but I sort of want her to die, and I'll get into that in a second. But we also get to see Damien Dark with his family. He actually has a family, he has a wife and a daughter, which I thought, when he was walking into that room, I thought it was someone. I thought it might have been Lila, Diggle's wife, to be completely honest, but the daughter is obviously too old. So I was wondering who it was, and then he ends up getting hugged by the daughter and the wife as well, so I was a bit surprised there. And it was a good parallel with Oliver losing his loved one, and then Damien Dark just having a nice Christmas experience with his family. So overall, I thought this was a good mid-season finale, left on a cliffhanger. Personally, as I said before, I want Felicity to die, and it's just because I feel that her character is now pointless on the show. I honestly, really her only role was, it's Oliver's love interest, but really, their dialogue between each other isn't natural. It doesn't feel like it's really that well written, if you know what I mean. I feel like Felicity is sort of pointless on the show, and now that Curtis, aka Mr. Terrific, is on the show, he could really just take over her role if she died, like really. And if he's going to become Mr. Terrific, if he's going to be involved with the group, you think that would happen? I don't know, I'm just theorizing, but leave your opinions in the comment section below. Did you enjoy the episode? If you did, leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new for more Arrow and Flash and other shows like that. But I will catch you guys later. I think the show returns on January the 20th, if I'm correct. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. So about 5 weeks away. So look forward to that, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.